All right, well, good to have you in my home. Of course, I'm Jack Blood, the host of Deadline Live. I have a huge announcement for you. Before we get to that, I have to show you something. This is the magic potion that keeps me running every day. It's called Enerfood, and yes, I don't just take it and sell it. I actually use it every day. So I want to show you guys what this is. This is pure energy food. It is spirulina, chlorella, dulse kelp, barley grass, wheatgrass, alfalfa leaf, chlorella. This is nature's superfood. What I do is I take a little juice. This happens to be cranberry and Concord grape. It's all pure juice, no sugar added. So that's good for you. I put about a half a glass like that in. It's a hardcore. You might want to use a full glass till you get used to it. Most people are going to use about this much, a heaping teaspoon. That's about 50 cents worth a day, and that's all you need to take for energy and detoxify your body. I double down on just about everything. Give me a double. There's a double of Enerfood for me. Give it a good stir. Yes, look at the green smoke coming off the top. This is all pure, all organic, untouched by genetically modified Monsanto companies. And this is basically going to give you the nutrients you need every day and you're probably not getting through your daily diet. And this really just changes everything in your life. Also, as many people can attest to, and I've been using this now for 4 years, it cures hangovers. Some of my listeners will be glad. Give that a good mix, and then you just gulp it down. Green mustache. They also have all organic coffee. It's in the bean, infused with rainforest polysaccharides, coconut milk powder. My good friends at Enerfood.com. My banners are all up at DeadlineLive.info. So this is my kitchen. Now I'm going to wipe off my green mustache. We're going to go into my studio, and I'm going to give you a 64-star announcement. Hold on. Yeah, right in here. Here we go. Come on, over here. Thanks for joining us. This is the worldwide headquarters of Deadline Productions. This is where we do our work and our show, Deadline Live with Jack Blood. Of course, I'm Jack Blood, your narrator, your radio gun, as always, and we're here in South Austin. I have a big announcement for you, and that's why you've come over here with us today. As many of you know, recently, or if you don't know, maybe this will come as a shock to you, we have suspended our radio show at American Freedom Radio, which is an Austin corporation, run by some really, really good people who are like family to us. After about 18 months, it just became more and more apparent that the radio show was going faster than the radio network. And of course, as usual, due to funding and some extraneous issues, we just weren't able to really get up to speed technically as fast as we need to. And as you can see, I'm not getting any younger. So today I wanted to have you over here to make the announcement, a personal announcement, face-to-face, rather than something I'm just going to write and post up on the blog. So not only can you see our operation and what we're doing, but we can meet and have a little powwow here on, what the future is for our show and how we're going to get out information. And we've got a multi-tiered plan to get our information out. And we thought long and hard about this, but the stars really did seem to align for us to join the Jeff Rentz radio network. And many of you know Jeff. He is a perennial professional, an amazing broadcaster, and a true lover of truth and freedom. I will be on the Jeff Rentz radio network. You can go find that at rentz.com, RENSE.com. But the show itself should be broadcast, if all goes to plan, at DeadlineLive.info. We'll also have the podcast there, and with any luck, we'll have free archives. That's, of course, our plan. The show will be at the exact same time. Ultimately, we want to bring you the best, most professional show we can. And I think you're going to notice that right away. We've got some huge shows, huge exposés and investigations going right now. We plan to bring you some of that right away. For instance, we're doing a massive expose, as you can see right now, on BAE Systems. And if you haven't heard of BAE Systems, they're the world's largest defense contractor. Air, land, sea, and space. You name it, they do it. They're also coming out with some of the scariest high-tech weapons, such as their new stealth bomber drone, which looks like it's right out of Star Trek or Star Wars. This thing can take off from any continent, go and bomb another continent by joystick. It's death by joystick. Now, of course, their excuse is they're doing this all for peace. We've heard that before. We do this expose into BAE and we find out some amazing things, such as how they've gone in and literally taken over governments like British Aerospace, gotten all their secrets, and now put those into the few private hands that consist of BAE. We've also got a number of new books and authors we're talking to. Jeff Gates. This book's about 2 years old now, but it's a great book. I recommend it. Guilt by Association, How Deception and Self-Deceit Took America to War. Jeff is an advisor, or was an advisor to several countries. He knows what he's talking about, so Jeff will be on our show. Stanton Friedman, who is a perennial guest on Coast to Coast, has written this great book, Science Was Wrong, about how the powers that be tried to hold back the civilian technology, civilian know-how, to make sure that they had it all for themselves. And a lot of this has to do with the moral concept of you can't be right because we're always right. And this is an amazing book. Stanton Friedman will be one of our first guests. Also, as always, Hank Abarelli Jr. We've got more to do with him. A Terrible Mistake is a great book. The Murder of Frank Olson, CIA's Cold War experiments. And he brings you up to date on how things like Morgellons disease probably came out of a CIA lab at Fort Detrick, and he is an amazing author. So these are a few of the people that we're going to have on the show, as well as celebrities, people in government, best-selling authors, opinion makers, news makers, and we're going to do our very best to make sure that pretty much every day you're going to get something you just can't get anywhere else. Same time, same channel, 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock Central Time on the 26th of July, 2010.
We must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.